and welcome to another live chapter reading of Keeping Secrets, Prospect, Grimm Wolves MÇ Series, Book 4, by D.M. Earl, as presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Prologue. Fuck, my head is killing me. It doesn't help Everly was a total little brat tonight. Every time Joy hands her off, it takes me at least a day or so to get her back to normal, or whatever that even means anymore. This shit's gonna have to stop sooner rather than later. The cat and mouse game I have going on with Joy is literally pulling my heart out, not to mention what it's doing to our little girl. Looking around the room, I'm shocked I'm living in such motherfucking fancy digs. The apartment my VP, Fury, and his old lady Abby offered up to us prospects is the tits. Since my daughter spends a lot of time with me, the other guys gave me the biggest master suite. And damn is it a master. A huge bedroom, walk-in closet, and a separate room I thought Abby called the sitting room. I use that as Everly's room. She finally has her own room that is all girly. When with Joy, she shares a space with her mama. Not my choice, but Joy can be hard to deal with and difficult to say the least. Lost in my own thoughts, the ringing of my phone startles me. Damn it. A late night call is usually a call out for something. Being a prospect, it could be anything. Goddamn, last week, Dingo and I got a call from Stitch to go get Grace some ice cream. Pregnant women and their bullshit cravings. I remember those well. Lucky bastard, I think to myself. Without looking down, I engage the phone with a soft, yo, so I don't bother my kid. Motherfucker, we need to talk. I'm done with your pussy act of avoiding my ass, but that shit show stops now. Don't make me come looking for your ass, Iron. Be at the clubhouse tomorrow morning, or else. Before I can say one goddamn word, Chains is gone. Great. Just what I need. The club's psycho enforcer giving me the shit on top of all the other bullshit I deal with on a day-to-day basis. I've tried my best to stay out of his way since the bullshit with Beast's old man, Mammoth. I don't want any trouble with any of my club members, but especially not with Chains. I got enough secrets I'm trying to keep straight. Don't need to add his to my list. And like I give a flying fuck. Don't know why he's so worried. Taking a minute to recall the conversation, or should I say the mind-blowing statements from Mammoth's mouth, freaking fucked with my mind. Just saying, even though I'm 26 years old, I know there are many kinds of relationships, and especially in the sex department. I'm not an innocent, by any means. But when Mammoth spewed his filth, I saw my club brother crumble before me. He just lost his fucking mind right in front of me. I get it. Him being the club's enforcer, you have an image or a persona to keep up. And by God, Chains does just that. He is one crazy motherfucker. Why he thinks whatever he does outside of the club matters, I just don't get it. Personally, as long as no one's up in my shit, I don't give a rat's ass about their shit. Before I can give it another thought, I hear Everly crying in her room. I jump off my bed and run to the small area we made into my daughter's bedroom. Flipping the light on, she's huddled in the corner of her bed. Her beautiful blue eyes are wide, and tears are flowing down her little cherub face. Long midnight black hair falls down her little girl's shoulders that are trembling. As I approach her, I hear someone burst into my bedroom running towards us. Everly's eyes look beyond mine in absolute terror. I know who it is before a word comes out of her mouth. Spitfire. Sweetie, it's okay. Everly, honey, look at your daddy and me. It's just a really bad dream. Nothing more. Come on, pumpkin. Come here and sit on your bed with us. Promise you, it's just a nightmare, sugar. The little redhead walks around me, grabbing my hand, pulling me to my daughter's purple and pink bed. She guides me down so we're sitting next to each other. I look up to see Bullet standing in the doorway, watching closely. Yeah, my brother hit the jackpot with his girl. She is totally the shit. My daughter slowly stands up, and I immediately see that she wet herself, without knowing it. She looks down, then instantly back at us, cowering into the corner. Spitfire jumps off the bed, going to Everly. She crouches down and gently grabs her shoulders. Everly, no worries. We'll get you cleaned up, and if your dad says it's okay, maybe we can get some milk and cookies. That is, if the boys left any for us. How's that sound? Everly nods without taking her eyes from Clementine, who turns to me, mouthing to get her another pair of pajamas. As they walk towards the master bathroom, I ruffle my kid's hair. She gives me a tentative smile. Once they're gone, Bullet enters, never taking his eyes from mine. Brother, I ain't got kids, obviously, but your little girl needs to talk to someone. This is getting worse instead of better. What you think is fucking with her? Any ideas? Shaking my head, I know the same bullshit is going to spew out of my mouth. It always does. Even though I trust my Grimm Wolves MÇ brothers, there are some things I can't share because they ain't mine to put out there. If Chains only knew how good I am at keeping secrets, he would stop worrying and being a total pain in my ass. My life is all about fucking secrets. Chapter 1. Clementine Spitfire. After cleaning up Iron's little girl, we all head into the kitchen to find Dingo going to town with the cookies I just baked earlier this evening. He has at least 6 or 8 piled in front of him, and as he's on his tablet, God only knows doing what. Hopefully not checking out porn again. Crap for brains. Glancing at Bullet, I shake my head. Right now, we need to concentrate on the terrified little dumpling hanging onto my hand for dear life. Heavens to Betsy, Iron is going to have to get our girl some help soon. Dingo looks up and immediately feels the emotions enter the room. He moves half of the cookies to a clean napkin and pushes them towards Everly, smiling. Here you go, gorgeous girl. I'm willing to share my stash with such a beauty. As usual, Spitfire's cookies are the bomb. Want some milk, E? I'm getting a refill, so I got you covered. Dingo has the ability to make anyone feel comfortable at any given time. He's calm, cool, and just great with the little ones. As I park my butt next to Bullet, I watch Iron struggling with how to handle this latest nightmare, so I jump in, as I always do. Everly, do you remember your bad dream? Think maybe you can share it with us, sugar? Hey, don't get upset. We totally get it if you don't, my darling child. I reached over and grabbed her. Auntie Clemmy, I was little think maybe tree or floor in a dark room by myself. A big ugly man came in. I think he was looking for me. Mama came in behind him, hitting and squeaming at his back. He'd push her out, slamming my door hard. Hard, lock crash. My mama said, please don't do this. I'm begging you, no. Not with Hugh. I don't want Hugh to Hugh. Then my mama was crying and hollering, and it sounded like the big man was slapping Hugh, I think. I crawled out and opened the door a little bit. The big man was on my mommy making funny noises, holding his new arms down. That's when I woke up. The guys and I exchanged a glance. Then I looked back down to the little angel. Damn it, what kind of animals did Joy have in her life before Iron? But wait, if Iron is Everly's daddy, who was this asshole in the nightmare? I turn my gaze to Iron to see he's looking at the ground, hands and fists, face fire engine red. Oh shit, something is plumb going on. I shift my gaze to Bullet and give him big eyes. He shakes his head, a ghost smile on his face. Dang it to hell, crap is about to happen. I can feel it. Just like my granny always said about having the sight, we all got it from Granny. After cookies and milk, Iron took Everly back to bed. The rest of us made it to the family room, making ourselves comfortable. Before I could fly off the handle, I moved closer to Bullet so he wraps his arms around me. As Dingo and my man talk quietly, I let my mind get the best of me. I'm fixing to get some sense out of that little girl's nightmare. Dingo is putting his 2 cents in on what he thinks the dream's about. Sometimes this brother of Bullet gets my blood hot. Hush your mouth, Dingo. We don't know whether to check our asses or scratch our watch. Until Iron has the good sense to fill us in, don't put the cart before the donkey. Both Dingo and Bullet are staring at me, mouths open, eyes confused. Now what? It's like they don't understand a word I just said. Bullet shakes his head, then smiles at me. He looks to his brother, shrugging his shoulders. Dingo gets up, bumps knuckles with my man, and gives me another look, then chuckles as he heads towards his room. Flame, gotta say, half the time, I got no idea what the fuck you're spewing. Thanks for giving Everly a female touch tonight. That poor girl's struggling, and you're right. Until my brother lets us in, we can only do what we can. You want to go back to my room, maybe watch some television or something? He waggles his eyebrows, which brings a giggle to my lips. Dang, he is a hoot. Since we got together, we spent as much time together as possible. I've even spent the night here, but we've kept our promise to each other. We're taking it slow, maybe some necking. We have slept together. Yes, slept. No hanky-panky. Reaching up, I pull his head down and give him a smooch. He's the best thing to ever happen to me, and I ain't letting him go, no matter what. He's 1 in a million, and I count my lucky stars all the time. After we neck for a while on the couch, we head back to his room. He goes to his dresser, pulls out a t-shirt, and hands it to me. As I walk into the bathroom, I see him grab some sleep pants. Yep, got me a good boy. Thank God. Once I've washed my face, brushed my teeth, and pulled my hair up into a messy bun, I wipe down the granite, then go back to Bullet. He pulls the covers back for me, so, being me, I run and jump into the bed, landing half on him. My elbow plows into his gut, and he lets out a loud oomph. Dang it, that ain't cute, which is what I was going for. He reaches over and pulls me close to him, looking down at me, facing him. Damn it, girlie, that might leave a bruise. Give me a kiss, Flame. Got a busy day tomorrow. Sleep good, Tiny. You too, Bullet. Thanks for letting me share a blanket with you again. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. But if they do, grab a shoe and knock them till they're black and blue. I feel his arms get tight for just a quick second before he lets out a howl of laughter. My work here is done for the night. I snuggle closer and let sleep take me away. Chapter 2. Iron. Man, I slept for shit. After settling my baby girl down, I tried a dozen times or so to reach Joy, but as usual, she's either working the night shift, like she said, or was just plain ignoring my ass. Not sure which. By the time I closed my heavy lids, the sun was starting to peek through the blinds. Fuck, today is going to be one of those days. I can't wait to end it so I can go back to bed. I dropped Everly off at daycare and then headed toward the clubhouse. Got my orders from the crazy-ass son of a bitchin' enforcer and don't want no trouble. Or more trouble for Christ's sakes, especially from chains. To top it off, being in my cage is making me antsy. I generally hate small, closed-in places, and this fucking truck, even though it's huge, still feels closed in. I turn into the courtyard, park the beast, and get out of it as quickly as possible. Looking around, I don't see the man in question's bike or cage, so I head into the clubhouse. It's still dark inside, so I wander into the kitchen, hoping someone put coffee on. Definitely going to be a coffee day for me. Hey, brother, what's going down? You're up and about early? Something happened or just shit to do? I look up as Velvet stuffs a vanilla Long John in his mouth. He gets the white frosting all over his lips and on his chin. And, as usual, I can't resist throwing my smart-ass shit at a fellow prospect. Yo, asshole, make sure to clean your face after you finish on your knees. Got some motherfuckers cum all over your face, for Christ's sake. As he raises his hand, saluting me with the bird, while I cackle at my comment, the smile on his face instantly disappears when he looks behind me. Son of a motherfucking bitch, I can't catch a goddamn break. Before I even turn around, I know it's Chains behind me. And from the look of terror on Velvet's face, our enforcer is probably looking like the lunatic we know him to be. Velvet quickly turns and heads back to the hallway that leads to the brothers' rooms. And, as this day's going, I'm alone with the lunatic. Knowing I can't avoid this shit any longer, I slowly turn around. Head down at first. Not a sound comes out of Chain's mouth, but I can feel his anger rolling off him and something else. Lifting my head, I actually take a step or two backward. Every muscle is twitching and he glares at me, pure hatred in his demonic emerald green eyes. An evil grin appears on his face when he watches me step away from him. Good idea, motherfucker. You don't want to be within my reach at this moment, you asshole. What the fuck was that comment even about, asshole? Real funny, right? Iron, you are on my last nerve. Just saying, prospect. And that's not somewhere you want to be if you're planning on getting and wearing a Grimm Wolves patch, you little dick face. You feel me? I swallow, because if I'm not mistaken, he just threatened not only me, but also my future with the club. I get he's carrying his secrets, but so am I. And I ain't treating anyone like shit. This total asshole needs someone to put him in his place. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt when he demanded I show up this morning, but fuck it. I've been here before. Wrote the goddamn book. I'm not letting anyone have the upper hand in my life ever again. I'm still reeling from the last asshole's bullshit. Whatever, Chains. You know you got a huge chip on your fucking shoulder, brother. It's been how long, and I've said nothing about what Mammoth was spouting out of his mouth that night. And get a clue, brother, that's because it ain't none of my goddamn business. Personally, I don't care, as I've got enough of my own shit to worry about, besides looking over my shoulder constantly because you got a stick up your ass. No pun intended, so don't even go there. He just stares at me. No reaction at all at first. Then his body seems to relax a bit, and he runs his hands through his dark brown hair. Lastly, he lets a breath out and blinks. When his eyes open up, I see agony there. And fuck, do I understand that feeling. The bullshit he's pulling can't hide the fact he's totally hurting and not dealing with whatever's going on in his personal life. Figuring one of us has to be the bigger man, I'd take a chance. All right, that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter reading. Good night.